Tonight's top news, PM announces salary increase for civil servants, highest in history. Amendments to Sarawak Labour Ordinance finalised, submitted for evaluation. Sarawak Unity Education Fund helps students further their education. 36 compounds released as of April 29th under Sarawak Integrated Rabies Enforcement Operation. Sarawak reaches crucial point in rural interconnectivity. Good evening. Prime Minister Datuk Seri Anwar Ibrahim on Wednesday announced a salary increase of more than 13% for civil servants starting this December, the highest increase in the country's history. He said the increase involved an allocation of more than 10 billion ringgit. He said while inaugurating the National Labour Day 2024 celebration at the Putrajaya International Convention Centre PICC on Wednesday. Deputy Prime Ministers Datuk Patinggi Dr. Ahmad Zahid Hamidi and Datuk Sri Fadilah Yusof and Human Resources Minister Stephen Sim Chee Kiong were among those present. Also present were Chief Secretary to the Government Tan Sri Muhammad Zuki Ali, Congress of Unions of Employees in the Public and Civil Services QPAX President Sri Dr. Adnan Mat and the President of Malaysian Employees Federation MEF Datuk Dr. Syed Hussein Syed Husman. Amendments to the Sarawak Labour Ordinance (SLO) have been finalised and submitted to the Ministry of Human Resources, where the next step is to be sent to the Attorney General's Department for further evaluation. Deputy Minister in the Sarawak Premier's Department, Labour, Immigration and Project Monitoring, Datuk Grawat Kala said it is to ensure that the amendments are in line with the International Labour Convention and also the latest amendment to the Employment Act 1955 Amendment 2022, which was approved in Parliament on March 2022 and has been in effect on January 1st, 2023 for the benefit of both employers and employees. He explained that the SLO is a law used only in Sarawak, but this law is a federal law, and once it has been presented and passed in Parliament, it does not need to be presented and passed in the Sarawak State Legislative Assembly.
Berkenaan dengan Sarawak Labour Ordinance, kita dah berusaha untuk memutamatkan pindaan-pindaan kepada State Labour Ordinance dan saya bangga sebab kita sudah dapat persetujuan bersama Kementerian Human Resource Kuala Lumpur di mana pindaan itu sudah disetujui dan sudah diaju kepada kementerian, and it's our hope that the amendments will be tabled in the forthcoming parliamentary session, because a lot of the amendments are put in for the benefit of workers in Sarawak.
He said this to the media after the Sarawak Level Labour Day 2024 celebration organised by MTUC Sarawak Division on Wednesday. Earlier in his speech, Datuk Grawat also said that among the proposed amendments was a 7-day paternity leave for male employees so that they could celebrate the birth of a child, take care of their wives who have just given birth, and complete matters such as child registration. In addition, maternity leave is increased from 60 days to 98 days, where this proposal is in line with the Maternity Protection Convention 2000, which stated that the period of maternity leave should not be less than 14 weeks. The amendments also included a reduction in weekly working hours from 48 hours to 45 hours to increase labour productivity and preserve the welfare of workers and families. A total of 3.57 million ringgit contributions have been raised from the private sector for the Sarawak Unified Education Fund (SUEF) to help the children of Sarawak to further their education. The Premier of Sarawak, Datuk Patinggi Tan Sri Dr. Abang Abdul Rahman Zohari Tun Datuk Abang Openg said SUEF is in accordance with Sarawak's aspiration to prioritise the development of talent and human capital, a critical component to support Sarawak's transition towards a new economy based on green energy, hydrogen and digital technology. He said this through the text of speech read by the Deputy Premier of Sarawak, Datuk Amar Professor Dr. Sim Kui Hian, during the launch of SUEF in Kuching on Tuesday.
We need to empower Sarawak youths and children to equip them with the knowledge and skills necessary for sustainable growth. Sarawak Unity Fund was set up with the main intent to provide finance assistance to support deserving, talented and needy individuals anak Sarawak from all communities across Sarawak to pursue higher education and acquire skill in recognized institutions.
The Premier of Sarawak added that the fund is as an incentive to form, develop and enhance the talents of Sarawak and the younger generation towards becoming leaders of the future, as well as be a contributor to the progress and prosperity of the state. Eligible Sarawakian children can apply for help via a website which will be operational by September. A total of 36 compounds have been issued as of 29th April 2024 in conjunction with the launch of the first integrated enforcement operation against rabies in Sarawak. Of these, 20 compounds were issued by the District Council, while 16 compounds were issued by the Sarawak Veterinary Services Department (DVS) involving unvaccinated dogs. Meanwhile, the South Kuching City Council (MBKS) has successfully registered 18 dogs, while the DVS, in collaboration with the Sarawak Security and Enforcement Unit (UKPS), has successfully vaccinated 26 dogs on the same day. For the record, the first day of the Sarawak Rabies Integrated Enforcement Operation successfully conducted inspections in 340 houses. The operation on the second day was carried out on Tuesday, paying special attention to the hot area of rabies cases, which is in Desawira. So far, the operation has gone smoothly despite minor disagreements between dog owners and law enforcement. However, the professional attitude shown by the enforcers on duty successfully resolved the problems occurred while in the field. To note, all dogs caught and placed in animal enclosures now have the consent of the dog owner. The integrated enforcement operation will continue on the Landeh area in Padawan on May 2nd. Sarawak has made significant progress in its mission to improve connectivity across rural areas in Sarawak. Utility and Telecommunication Minister of Sarawak, Datuk Sri Julaihi Narawi, said this was proven by the increase in the number of telecommunication towers and structures ready in Sarawak from 4,217 at the end of 2023 to 4,447 today. According to him, 512 of the 600 rural telco towers of the Sarawak Multimedia Authority SMART and 764 towers of the 878 Jalinan Digital Negara Jendela are now physically ready. Out of the completed SMART towers, 305 have provided Rural Sarawak Broadband Network Services (MySRBN). Of this amount, 211 are also providing 4G mobility through Multi-Operator Core Network (MOCN) technology, while another 40 are scheduled for completion in batches ahead of the upcoming Dayat celebration. Speaking in a media statement on Tuesday, Datuk Sri Julaihi added that for completed window towers, 313 offer 4G services equipped with MOCN technology as well. The Sarawak government has also increased the allocation from 1.89 billion ringgit to more than 2 billion for capital expenditure. He said this effort shows the dedication of the Sarawak government to bridge the digital gap among the people of Sarawak, regardless of whether they live in the city or rural areas. And that's the English edition with me, Didi Nursyafiqah. More news can be found in our official portal ukas.sarawak.gov.my and social media platforms including Facebook and YouTube. We end the UKAS Bulletin today with the Sarawak Level Labour Day 2024 celebration organised by MTUC Sarawak Division in Kuching on Wednesday. #Saluran Informasi Rakyat. Have a good night.